So I went to a car show today, and of course out in the parking lot, a lot of really cool cars. I love looking in the parking lot. Sometimes you find really neat cars here. This is a 98 GT that has coyote swap badges on it, so I would like to know if this is really a coyote swap car. That'd be really cool. I don't know of any others around town that have them. I mean, there's a couple like old pickup trucks and stuff people have done, but it'd be really cool to know if this is a real SN95 coyote swap car. And I've seen it a couple times, but I've never been able to talk to the owner. But 98 GT looks like it was bright Atlantic blue. Then there's this Mach 1 69, looked really good. And judging by some of the scratches and stuff, this could be a survivor car. That would be really cool to know. There's the Mach 1, the red floor mats, all the cool stuff, the comfort weave seats, a lot of similarities to the 0304 Mach 1s. And this was not a shaker hood car. So, you know, a lot of people are upset the new Mach 1s don't have shaker hoods, but here's an example of a Mach 1 with a 351 that did not have a shaker option. So that's kind of cool to see, and it was really nice. Now this is a 70, and this is also supposedly a Mach 1, and it looks like a Boss 429. I actually got to sit in this car a few months ago, and so I know the owner, and he owns the Granny GT, the 98 yellow, chrome yellow Mustang GT. It was his mom's, and so she's in a rest home right now, but he owns that. Here's my friend's 99 Cobra, and I spent more time talking to him at the show than anyone. My other friend's Dark Shadow Gray 04 Mach 1, and a beautiful car. So my friend had just put a Hearst shifter in this Cobra, so I thought I'd get a little bit of that. He has the kind of the staggered wheels now and parchment interior in this car, so has that Hearst shifter with the long handle, and then the jail and prison marks on the shift knob. Thought that was pretty funny. And then my friend's Mach 1 is actually a very beautiful car too, and it's an automatic car, so I wanted to show that. I've mentioned that before in the past, but very beautiful car. Has louvers and the LMR wheels on the back. It was cool to talk to the owner of this Shelby GT350 that's ruby red, just like the one I've had on the channel a lot lately. Finally got to meet the guy. I knew the car was in town, so this was really fun. And he actually turned out to be one of my best friend's growing up's cousin. So we had a little bit of a relation there. We're able to talk and make a connection there. So that was pretty cool. So this was exactly like my friend's. It does not have the taillights of the 2018. So I was showing him how that's different than my friend's ruby red that's been on the channel and stuff. And this is a non-Recaro seat car, and he really liked that shift knob. And so you can look here and see the number here, the chassis number. So that's pretty cool. And a 2024 GT 5.0 Coyote here with the twin throttle bodies. I'd actually seen this car recently at the Ford dealership, and it still belongs to the Ford dealer. They had it up there on display, had the window sticker on it and everything. So interesting to see one and see the engine in person. Oh, that's a Bullitt. Check it out. It's a Bullitt.
Why does it have a GT badge?
Because it's a Bullitt. Look at that.
It's like yours.
The T's a little crooked on the back. Oh, look at that. So I just came out from a car show and noticed there was a true blue Bullitt in the parking lot. Now, a lot of times I tell people that sometimes you find cars out in the parking lot at a car show that are just as good as anything that's in the show, and sometimes even more impressive if it's something you like more. So this is a true blue Bullitt, and I saw the car, I believe it was for sale in Las Vegas for a little while, and I'm pretty sure that's where this car came from, and now it has Utah plates in it. And I actually had a friend send me a picture of this car. That friend of mine travels to Vegas and back often, and this car was coming, it looks like, back from Vegas to Utah, and it doesn't look like it has license plates on it yet. And the funny thing is that text was in July, and the plates on this car show that the registration is July. So this could have even been the day they bought this Bullitt. We're bringing it back to Utah. So that's pretty cool to see. And so I believe this car has been repainted. It has, you know, some runs and imperfections in the paint, but it looks pretty good. and I believe that's what the listing said for the car when it was for sale. It has a Terminator Cobra hood and front bumper, so that's been changed on the car, but it looks really good. The car's lowered and sits nicely, and it looks like it doesn't have the bullitt rocker panels. They usually have a little mud flat piece here on the spats on the front, and this looks like it's either an aftermarket or a Terminator one, so that's been changed. But the seats looked really nice. They are probably the TMI reproductions. If they're not original, they looked like they were probably the TMI seats. And it looked like a nice car, though. I was really excited to see it. I did have someone tell me they saw a blue bullitt at one of the car meets the other day that pulled in for just a second. And I said, nah, I don't think it could have been. They thought it was me. And I said, well, I'm the only one that has a blue bullitt in town. But I was wrong. There is a blue bullitt here in town. So I thought that was really fun to see. And walking out to it, I was... I saw the hood and the front bumper first. I thought, oh, it's a car with the aftermarket hood or Cobra bumper or whatever. There was another True Blue GT here in town that's had a repaint and stuff. But it turns out this is a True Blue bullitt. So this is one of 668 because I can tell it has the Mach audio system. There were 722 True Blue bullits produced. And of those, 54 did not have the Mach audio system, which is what my car is, one of 54. And this would be one of 668 that did have the Mach audio system. So pretty cool to see, very fun, and it was a really nice surprise walking out of a car show and seeing this. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this quick video, and stay tuned for more Mustang content.